And we're back here in Monahans as the Mustangs are getting ready to take on the Lobos and basically a matchup of two teams trying to get on track. The Mustangs won. We won our first game of the season where we did struggle in the first half, but then dominated after that. And second half winning 54-0 or something like that. And then the next three games, we've had we lost a close one to Canyon.
Yes, Canyon, which we controlled the whole game.
Yeah, we should have won that. We just kind of wore out at the end, which is kind of a note on why we're trying to get depth here.
Exactly.
And pulling up some of those kids, we kind of lost. We just lost fatigue, And then the next two games we were just outmatched, right? Greenwood and then Memorial. But we're trying to get back on track where Monahans has lost to Shallow Water in their closest game. I think it was a 28-12 game. And then after that, they've been blown out by Canyon Randall 59-0, 63 to 12 against Lubbock Cooper Liberty. And the Wall put it to them. So they're trying to get on track. Their offense has struggled, but they played some good teams. So that doesn't mean they're not going to come out today.
Yeah. I bet they do have some firepower. going against some bigger schools.
Yep. So the Mustangs captains are coming out. Who do we got? I see Jay Sean, Sammy Saldivar.
I think it's Lane up front.
Is that Lane or Sammy? I think that's a 44.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
It's 44. I see Moose is the middle in the back. Mason Robles. I'm going to call him Moose. I'm sorry. Is that Juju? Juju is on. And 24 is it Fredo?
Yeah,
Fredo. Yeah, Fredo Costa. Is that his last name?
I think so.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a glare if you're watching online. The window's dirty and stuff, so I don't know if that's going to be a good. I don't think that's going to be very good. When it gets dark, I think it'll clear up. But so it'll look a little better. But the Mustangs captains are out there, and a couple of those offensive players we're about to talk about are out there. Jay Sean, I think he's as healthy as he would like to, as he's been in a while. He was battling, I think what I would say is a shoulder injury. Is what he was battling, and then
I think that's when he took that hit in Greenwood.
Yes, so when he fell on his left shoulder, I believe.
Sir. Yeah, he got hit. But man, him, he's the key, right?
Yeah.
He's the key to the car. If you can get him going, you'll have a great night.
I would like to see his carries double.
Yes, exactly.
And then let the other guys play off of his carries. Mm-hmm. And I think it would open it up even for them, for Bo Hudson and Jace Mendoza.
He's the great decoy, right? If you can start hitting on him, and then all of a sudden you start faking to him and going the other way.
You're exactly right.
That's exactly how you need to play it.
So we mentioned Jay Sean, we mentioned Bo Hudson, who's had that big game, the first game, and he's been running into a few walls, a couple bigger linemen, but also other running backs, Blosser and Anderson, running really hard,
Man, we said the other day, we're like, man, that guy's a thumper.
Yeah,
and then he took one for 70.
Yeah, we picked him for our player of the game last week, and when I was standing on the sideline talking to Brody, and Brody tells him, hey, you were the player of the game. He's like, who picks? And Brody points at me, and he came and gave me a big old, shook my hand. He was real grateful, he just really was a good kid. Good kid is Bloss.
He had some good runs, man. I mean, every time we see him come out, it's always a hard run.
Yeah, always. For sure. And I think one thing that he does really well too is when he doesn't have the ball, is he blocks well.
Yes.
So he's the running back. Jace Mendoza being a running back, coming back. We'll see if he's going to be limited from his ankle injury. But we also have another Jace, the sophomore Jace Van Zant, who ran really well against the big Memorial team.
Yeah, he's a bigger back.
Yes,
he's a little bigger.
And he runs very physical. He's fast. He's very athletic. And he's not just is he good at football, but he's also good at baseball too. And then so the lineman's going to be a lot of the same. I think like I said, they pulled up Jace Dixon to give him some depth on the line. As the Mustangs are running out, I thought they were going to wait for their to cap rock. The Mustangs, they just ran out. Monahans is in their tunnel getting ready to run out. Jace Mendoza, I see him coming right here as he's not limping too much. You can't tell. He's right there in the back. He doesn't look like he has too much of a limp.
Yeah, maybe he's taped up and good to go.
Colin Kelly, starting quarterback, but we did see some Hoverstein. So we saw a good dose of Hoverstein last week. We might see some of that.
He had a good run on you at that keeper.
Yeah, they do run the keeper a lot with Hoverstein, and then also the offensive line. Ethan Roberts is the anchor in the center. He's the one.
Are we good on it?
Yeah, we should. The shows we're connected. Might not be right here, but anyways, somebody's asking if we're connected, so shows we're connected. But if y'all have our number and we disconnect, let me know. Pull my IT skills out.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. I had a buddy just text me and said, "Hey man, Dimitri cut off." So just radio.
Yeah, it might have been when I hiccuped.
Yeah, maybe.
And then like we were talking about the offensive line, you know, Ethan Roberts anchoring it. We got Juju Zom, 3-year starter. And who else?
We got Ezekiel Gamboa up there.
Ezekiel Gamboa, Orson. I just drew a blank on his name. Let me pull up the roster.
I'm trying to think of who else.
Yeah. Colton Orson. He has the same name as my son, yeah. And then Sebastian Ortiz, and then Julian Luna being a tight end, and then we got Gio Cordoza and Barrett Reynolds as the swing man. So they are doing the coin toss right now. We're about 3 minutes away from kickoff, so we'll go back to the station and we'll come back. They might be doing the national anthem, but if not, we'll be ready for kickoff. You're listening to Andrew's Mustang Football on KC.